Oh, it's buffering. Because it's got to go through, Yeah, we're good. We are up and running, guys. Serious faces this time, boys. Whatever the hell that means. Oh my god. Okay. What's up, everybody? For those of you guys tuning in, stay put because I got to share this in a few places, and I also got to edit this with the YouTube link for those of you that want to watch this in high quality. Say hello to... We got Christopher Forand in the top left corner. We have Devin Murray right there. And in the top right corner, the one and only Chris Hunter. We also have Ryan Johnson here, but he does not have a camera with him, but he is joining us via audio. All right, I'm just going to share this to a few places, edit the post, and we'll go ahead and get this started. By all means, guys, feel free to talk amongst yourselves. We're live. That's what's going on. I'm just making a few changes. I just got to make a few changes. A little bit of editing. Yeah, that's right. I didn't even need to look. When is their 50th anniversary? Oh yeah, I did. You know, I saw that too. I mean, that's good timing. I don't see why not. Wow, that is insane. Okay. How do I get out of this? Guys, look at that guy. He looks so Aryan. Oh, nobody. God damn it. Damn hipsters. Bet you it was Ryan. I just got to take care of a few things, guys, and we'll go ahead and get this underway. What? So, okay, you guys can't hear. Okay, this is very confusing. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people hadn't spoke, so. All right, Josh, go ahead, say something. Could you guys hear Josh? You can only hear me? I don't see how that's possible.
Yeah, test. I don't know. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me at all? Hello?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I know on Discord you the audience can hear us though.
Yeah, did you change your communication line? That might not be part of the desktop audio group now. Okay. I just want to scream at this point.
Yeah, can you guys hear us on Discord now?
Mm-hmm.
Discord, you guys can hear me. Can the audience on Facebook hear me?
Oh wait, I just heard myself on the stream. Haha, just you wait. Is Jeffrey on here? Oh.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Apparently these people can't hear Greg now. That's pretty funny. Yeah, that's true. I can't hear you right now.
Yes, I'm working on that. Because I'm still trying to figure out the sound thing. Could you guys hear me now? Okay, so everyone could hear everybody. I guess we'll find out soon enough. If you guys could hear me, type something in the chat because... Okay, I'm assuming... Okay, cool. I know exactly what I did. That's my bad, guys. Alright. I'm sharing it now into the group. And we could finally get this podcast going, but I was going to actually post it somewhere else. Shit. You guys should have seen me last night. I mean, it was 2 o'clock in the morning by the time I finally got around to testing out the live stream. And that was without you guys, so just further complicated everything. But now that we got the audio sorted out, video's good. Devin's big ass head is right here. That's Devin. Okay. That's Chris. Okay, this is totally backwards. This is Chris. Say what's up, Chris. And of course, my boy Christopher Forand from Quebec. Quebec, Canada. He's French Canadian, eh? You like l'été. I l'été all day long in the. I don't know. I do a terrible French impression. Don't worry though, I could do a grain. We'll give Dustin his or not Dustin, Devin his spotlight for the time being. All right, guys, welcome to the first ever podcast for CE, Computer Enthusiast. What's that? That changed what in settings? Yeah, it's gone again? It was just working. I didn't change anything. Okay. This is hopeless. Yeah, I'll always blame Jeffrey. All right, let me think. Okay, that's mainly going to there. Yeah, this is... I just don't get it. Because it's got to be off the Samsung, because that's where that app is running right now. Well, at this point, I'm trying to figure out... Yeah, we know that the audio is dead. At this point, I'm trying to figure out how to fix it, because this is only going to drive me absolutely nuts. Seriously, I didn't even change anything. But you guys are still gone. All right. Let's try this. Well, of course you guys could hear me because we're on Discord. Oh, you could hear me? No, you're cool, man. Devin, could you say something very quick? Yeah, that didn't work out. Sorry, guys. Failed podcast. We're going to try again some other time. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe next week. Let's try that. But the tests went so well. Let's see. Poor Devin looks so bored there in the corner. So
I'm just looking for porn.
Oh, there you guys go. It looks like we're up.
Of course.
Yeah, nah.
on that line, welcome everybody.
I'm gonna wait until we actually know if it's working.
How many minutes in are we? If people are still watching this, I'm very surprised.
They are. There's 8 people watching. But that might be like mostly us.
I'm not watching it. I don't have a tab open.
Yeah, they can hear us.
Everything on default didn't work, Sebastian. All right, finally, now that we lost Christopher.
It's probably what was holding us back.
Oh my God. Yeah, I wonder if it was something on his end screwing us over.
Well, we'll pretend.
Well, yeah, that's what we're gonna go with for now. All right, so at least we still have Josh. We have Devin. We have Ryan, and me. So, okay, let's go ahead and start with this official podcast, the first official podcast for Computer Enthusiasts. Guys, did I share the group or the videos?
Yeah,
Because I was so distracted. You guys are telling me you could hear me, and you guys can't hear them. And... oh my God! Now I'm seeing Sebastian write audio gone from chat again.
What?
Or no, hold on. Because I'm using a separate app.
I think it might be a little behind.
That it's picking up both.
Yeah, I just heard that. I just heard Devin sigh.
Oh, that's all.
Looks like Devin's dying right now.
Running out of steam.
Yeah, Devin looks dead. There you go. Devin, you get the big screen.
Woo! I knew one day I'd be important. I just wasn't sure when it would be.
Yeah, and that day is not today. Sorry to tell you, buddy. All right, guys,
I'm not surprised.
Ever, podcast. We really had no plan going into this. We figured, why the hell not? I tested it out this morning by myself at 2 a.m. Some of you guys were there for all of my audio issues, which kept me up till damn near 4 a.m. And we had the same issues today, adding 4 people to the stream. Now we're down to 3, 4 including me. But yeah, we're going to try to do this weekly. Right now it's just me, Devin, Ryan, and Christopher, Mr. AMD himself. That's not a bad thing. And yeah, we're just going to kind of shoot the shit. The first thing we planned on talking about was CMR. I know it's like beating a dead horse. We're not going to spend a lot of time talking about it. It is dead. But personally, I wanted to just say thank you for all the support from everybody out there in the community, all the communities themselves, all the admins, mods from other communities spreading the word, sharing our videos and our message, and of course all the members that followed us over from CMR. And yeah, fuck John Rivera. Do you guys have anything to say?
Yeah, thanks for everyone who's come with us, and thanks for all the support. And everyone go make fun of Jeffrey. That's the main thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's yeah, it's fair game until at least daylight savings time, so you guys have a good 5 hours. So by all means,
just from what I've noticed, though, even coming from a group of so many members to so few trying to rebuild, the activity, I haven't noticed a single bit of difference in.
oh,
I
yeah,
think all the core people that were actually contributing and wanting to give advice and actually push people towards the right direction, they all came over immediately, and I don't even think there was a single bit of lull in that transition. I mean, it's already to the point to where I don't even recognize the difference anymore. So that's all honestly, the members.
I do see a difference, but it's a good difference. It's a positive difference. I've noticed that there's a lot more interaction now than there was back in CMR, because CMR was very, very, I guess it was just diluted. You see a group with 65,000 people, or 65,000 members, when you only have roughly 2,500, 3,000 daily active members, like truly active, within the tight-knit portion of this enthusiast community. And those are the ones that followed us. And now they're engaging more so than ever. So, I mean, to me, I kind of love the idea of a reboot. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
Well, you also got to think, too, whenever you have so many of the extras and the irrelevant information or the double post or something that just gets, beating a dead horse over and over, you used to have to scroll further to get to the core post of the actual stuff that was relevant and made sense, and everything that we have in the new group. I mean, people are killing it. I mean, there's a ton of information getting passed around already, and almost every single thing you scroll to is current, relevant, and helpful. You know, it's a hell of a change. Like it's for the best.
A lot less trash posting.
And a lot less cokeheads.
Well, we also can make up for some of the weaker foundations we may have built with the older group. You know.
No, absolutely. I mean, it's always nice to have a chance to rebuild. And a lot of rebuilding we have done, and we have a lot of plans for the future.
But that's enough said.
A little distracted right now. I'm trying to...
CEMR is a thing of the past, and it's not worth mentioning again, to be honest.
Nope. From here on out, guys, it's Computer Enthusiasts, which is not me. It sure as hell isn't Devin. You know.
What the heck? I was one of the oldest admins. Thank you.
Hold on, I keep looking at my camera and I'm not seeing the overlay. It sure as hell is not Christopher. It's all of us. So yeah, way to speak too soon, Devin. Fucking
what?
You just always assume, man. I keep looking over here because that's where I see them, guys. You guys see them on your screen. I'm looking like Devin right in the eyes right now, and he doesn't even know it. Those bright blue Aryan eyes. I'm kidding, Devin. I'm kidding. I love you. All right, guys, but that's moving on from that. I would have loved to still have Chris Forand here, but he did have to leave early, and I'm pretty sure that's because I was having so many issues, and it turns out he was the cause of those issues. So thank you, Christopher, for leaving. And we're going to go ahead and move on from that. Did you guys see that? I know a lot of you guys in the chat have seen that competition going on around right now, the building the case competition for the custom builds.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Did you guys see some of the entries that were in there initially that they actually had to pull?
No, let me.
Yeah, there was actually a disclaimer. Let me see if I could toss this on the screen. I gotta find the actual URL. There was a bunch of sponsored.
Send a link too.
Yeah, big sponsored builds. YouTubers were entering, which of course have a large following, and they have a lot of influence on the enthusiast community. So if they make a custom build, enter in a contest, of course their little fanboys are gonna flock to them and cast votes. And of course other people were using like VPNs to create, you know, ghost accounts and vote multiple times for their own rigs. So a ton of people were removed from the competition. Let me see if I could find that notice, and I'll throw it on the screen.
I'm as white as a ghost. Do I count?
You got a little bit of color on you. Dude, we're all white right now. Actually, Chris is a little pink.
That's racist.
I'm ginger.
Okay, I gotta get to some of these chats, but yeah, I'm gonna find this because we do have a few topics of discussion, and I was hoping Chris would be here because him and I talked about a few things we'd like to talk about. Well, of course, I still have another Chris here, which is always good. I have a Devin. I have a Ryan.
What?
What? Who said that? Was that you, Devin?
I don't know.
No, that sounded like Ryan.
Definitely wasn't.
Okay, no, that was definitely not Ryan. Who had that high-pitched, squealy girl voice?
Obviously, Chris.
Might have been. Oh my god, I can't find this anywhere. Anyway, Chris, we're talking about Zen. Everyone's excited for Zen.
Yeah, I think we were muted earlier or something was going on, but
did anyone hear that when Chris brought up Zen 2?
The rumor about the July 7th release is not really too solid, and the newest rumors say after their 50th anniversary in May. And some confirmations on that are some people messaging some retailers asking about ordering a particular product, and them saying that they won't have the stock for it for 6 to 10 weeks. So we're looking at after May 1st.
Oh, surprise, surprise.
That'd be pretty exciting. But that's just the latest information. Everything could change, of course.
Man.
You-
Yeah, I mean, I was talking about this actually yesterday at my 2 a.m. live stream about the rumor mill. I don't buy into that. I don't even entertain the discussion anymore. Everybody, Devin, sit down. Sit down!
I am tired, and I can only watch so much porn to keep me awake.
Dude, don't you work for the Geek Squad?
Oh my god, I work selling TVs, and I sell a lot of them.
At Best Buy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I sold 1.25 million last year.
To say that you work for the Geek Squad. I actually got a funny story about the Geek Squad that happened around Christmas time. I'll tell it to you guys later.
You know, speaking on the new Ryzen stuff, with Intel getting rid of its, some of its project managers and bringing in new blood, if AMD can deliver on this, it sets up a very, very good timeline over the next couple of years. And
Intel has Jim Keller too.
Yeah,
that's exciting.
I'm actually really excited about that.
We should talk about something important, like all the RTX cards dying.
What RTX cards dying? You know how many people I've spoken to? In the industry?
Like 4?
I think the failure rate's still like 1%
or
under.
I tried to talk about it, then I realized it's not even worth talking about. Did you notice no one's talking about it anymore, Devin?
I keep seeing posts about it everywhere, constantly.
Where?
Well, we've seen a couple of very specific posts of failing.
The actual failure rate's about 2.8%.
Which is comparable
kind of high.
To, it's actually lower than Pascal was.
That is true.
So no big deal.
But you didn't hear about it with Pascal because Pascal was, relatively fairly priced.
I also think it was so long ago that people have forgotten. So
you also got a big deal out of Pascal cards dying. Everyone's just like, dude, that sucks. RMA it.
You also got to remember, man, their keynote was trash. So everybody was already like just ready to burn them, and then they started failing and memory issues and everything else. It was just feeding the fire at that point.
Oh yeah, that keynote was terrible, but it made sense. It still makes sense to me. I know why being as objective as I can, the reason they did that is because they need RTX to be implemented. So they pushed 100% for it. That's why they didn't release any performance figures. They really didn't release anything pertaining to how it performs comparatively to Pascal at the time. And for good reason. They need RTX to sell because these chips are expensive. They're expensive to manufacture. Their yields are low. Clearly, they're having issues now with memory. It's a mess from that standpoint. When you take the cost of these cards into consideration, it makes it even worse. So they need these things. They need to sell RTX. Well, not RTX in general, but ray tracing at least. Before they ramp up their 7nm fabs through TSMC, which they can make the exact same product for a fraction of the cost at considerably higher yields.
Going through some of the videos and the articles and stuff where even like the DLSS, they're forcing you to run DXR on in order to enable it.
That was one game. I think that was a Battlefield.
Yeah, Battlefield. But have you actually have you been able to play with DLSS? It makes everything just crap. I don't know if it's just me and my experiences in it.
I have not even tried RTX. I'm not big on gaming.
Well, wait. I need to put my input in here because it's the only input that matters.
Well, it's about damn time. The floor is yours.
Well, I think this whole RTX thing is a little haphazard. I think it's expensive. Think of it from a consumer standpoint. Don't think of it from I understand NVIDIA wants RTX to be implemented, but they've sold a product that is. I mean, if you just take the RTX cards in raw performance over the GTX series they replaced, the 10 series, it's comparable, the jump in quality, the jump in performance. So let's say a 2080 Ti compared to 1080 Ti might be like 40%. And that's usually what you see from a TI to a TI. But the price jump was like over 70%. And I understand they're like, well, it's got all these new features, but these features aren't implemented anywhere in anything. There's like I can like count the number of games that currently implement it like on one hand. So from a consumer standpoint, they're not selling very well because they're really expensive because they're for a feature set that's not used anywhere. And if you look at just the performance jump, it's a lot of money.
Oh, absolutely. I totally agree with you. And it's a hell of a lot of money. But the thing is, once again, the cost of manufacturing, these dies are massive.
Things are only worth what people are willing to pay. So,
yeah, people are buying them. That's the thing. I mean, as
not
much as people talk shit, they aren't the market for NVIDIA at the moment. So, I mean, a lot of people hate them. I'm pissed off at them because for the Kingpin card I'm going to buy, I don't know the exact pricing. I talked with Vince. He doesn't even know the exact pricing, but I guarantee you it's going to be pretty damn close to a Titan RTX.
So, yeah, but what are the sales numbers in volume compared to like Pascal and everything? I'm sure they're considerably lower, including the people that upgrade every generation, which they normally do. A lot of people do. They upgrade to every TI. A lot of them are waiting.
Numbers per GPU this early on. I mean, how many months has it been? 4 months? 5 months?
They might even withhold it.
They likely will. Just because all of the...
August 20th. August 20th of last year is when the sales went live for pre-order on their site.
No, but when did it actually ship, though?
A couple weeks after that. I really don't remember because I took one look at them and I was just like, founders.
Chris Stewart. I'm sure Chris Stewart would know.
I just mean, like, it would probably pull, like, when the company doesn't do well selling something, they'll usually withhold showing their sales numbers because that will cause even more backlash and drop the sales numbers more, like Apple did it. Like the mobile market saturating, etc.
I mean, the sales numbers are discussed and you know, in the shareholder meetings, stuff like that, and they're almost always leaked at some point. But it's a big loss for them as far as sales go, but in the long run, I don't think it's going to hurt them one bit. Because the Turing architecture sans, you know, the RT cores and even the tensor cores, but the tensor cores could actually be used for so much more still.
The thing is, it's not tapped into, and by the time it is, we're going to be on a new generation.
But that's what they needed. They weren't ready for 7 nanometer. They weren't. So they dealt with what they had, which is essentially 14 nanometer TSMC FinFET.
So this is a stopgap.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a stopgap. They used the 14 nanometer plus TSMC, which are calling 12 nanometer, which it isn't. It's about the same density, but it's a little more efficient. I mean, they managed to squeeze some efficiency out of like pitch gating and stuff like that, widening that up. And they just made these massive dies to accommodate these RT cores and these tensor cores, and they actually cut back on the actual CUDA core counts, and the SM clusters were, you know, reconfigured. They separated the ALUs into separate integer and floating point units, and, you know, a lot of different things in the pipeline were changed, and it's ultimately just a very efficient rasterization card. I mean, if you look at like just an RTX 2080 and you look at the CUDA core count, and I can't think of it off the top of my head, and you look at how substantially lower it is comparatively to the 1080 Ti, and then you even take the memory into account, it has far less memory, albeit being DDR6. It still competes with the 1080 Ti clock for clock with fewer CUDA cores, a smaller memory buffer, and that's all due to the changes in Turing when it comes to traditional rasterization.
This would be a great time.
7 nanometer will be that's where they come back. I don't think they even give a shit that they're pissing people off right now, because 7 nanometer is right around the corner. AMD's already ramped up production with TSMC. I know TSMC. Did you guys hear about that big issue? They lost like 500 million dollars worth of wafers.
Oh my goodness!
Contamination.
That's happened. I've heard of that. Like, that's not the first time they've had that issue, though.
Yeah, well, it happened a little bit ago, but the earlier estimates were considerably lower. But yeah, that's obviously going to hit both NVIDIA and AMD hard because they depend on AMD.
This should be a great time for AMD to come to the. I know AMD is not going to do it because their graphics side of things are like in disarray. But if they were to somehow come out with something really good at this time, they could take advantage of like the gap that Nvidia. A lot of people don't want to jump to Nvidia because of the price point and the performance. Like they're like, I'll just wait till next gen. A lot of people are saying if AMD were to come into the market with something compelling right now, they could get a lot of people to move over. But
easily.
they don't. They won't have anything because they're in.
I think they're just betting too much on the compute, and the fact that they're investing, they're still using HBM2, Chris. Why? You know they could have released a killer card, the Radeon 7 with DDR6.
The Vega was designed to work with HBM, and the Navi
yeah, but it's still GCN.
Gonna be. Yeah, but they'd have to redo the architecture for GDDR6 or anything like that. That's a Navi. They're going to be doing GDDR6 and HBM.
Is that still GCN?
I believe so.
I think it's just an evolution of GCN?
6 or 7.
Well, I'm kind of disappointed if that's the case.
No, I'm pretty sure Navi is completely new.
Okay, I would hope so.
No, the architecture is new, but it's all...
It's not GCN.
It's all a version of GCN.
You gotta be kidding me. I was told it was completely the first thing that was like fully brand new, and I was excited.
I was under the impression that Navi is from the ground up an entirely new architecture, is breaking away from the GCN paradigm.
It is a new architecture.
New, but not.
Just because it's GCN compatible does not mean that it's not new. It's a from-scratch architecture. Let's see here. And it's supposed to be like the last GCN, I think.
I'm looking into it right now.
But they did say that it was a brand new architecture.
Okay, let's see. One requested.
It looks like, yeah, Navi will be the last GCN, and then after Navi, they're getting a brand new microarchitecture entirely.
Well, I mean, quite frankly, their GPU department isn't their moneymaker right now. It's their CPU division. So I think they're just going all in with Zen 2, which is looking awesome. I'm so glad they did away with the CCXs. And that's the big reason I didn't buy the 2nd gen Ryzen or 2nd gen Threadripper, because they still had the CCXs.
And now you have uniform latency across all cores too,
which is not possible with the CCX design. Which I absolutely love that they went with chiplets and separate I/O to kind of tie it all together through Infinity Fabric. Chris, do you know if the L3 cache, is that in the chiplets or is that in the I/O portion?
It's in that. Actually, hold on, let me check. I don't remember. I was gonna say it's in the I/O, but
it might be. It might be with the system agent and everything else.
I can't be for certain.
I mean, L3 does. I mean, the latency isn't that big of a deal. It's already high latency as it is comparatively. But even so, I mean, it's not going to be as memory dependent as, you know, the original Zen architecture. Okay, Zen 2. I'm going to read into this a little bit.
Image temperature. Trying to find it.
The die shots are pretty cool. Not die shots of any, like the chiplets or the I/O, but just the die shots of the actual transistors from the 7nm FinFET from TSMC. It's very, very cool. What do you think, Devin? AMD coming back? Were you falling asleep?
What side?
What do you mean, what side?
GPU or CPU?
CPU. We already know they're not. They can't compete with NVIDIA right now.
I don't know. Graphics.
RTX.
Yeah, it's definitely out of the game. Sensor processor.
I think
they're
you've
definitely
been
impressive.
hyperbolic with that, but they mostly focus on the larger market where they can actually compete. It's so hard for them to get money in the higher end spaces.
I would definitely say that central processor side, they've made very compelling options for consumers, and that's why they've been doing so much better. Because even if they are slightly weaker in per core performance because they don't clock as high, they're giving you so many cores and so much value for the money, and it's very comparable. And if Zen 2 can clock higher and still have little refinements and still come really close and maybe even edge out Intel, then, well, why not go that way?
Yeah. I mean, that's really what they're betting on right now is, but that's just, I mean, that's the same thing they really did with Bulldozer, wasn't it?
Bulldozer kind of sucked.
Yeah, but I mean, that's
Yeah,
the same concept. They really went for, the high thread count. I
they
mean,
bet
was-
on integer performance and didn't think that floating point was going to be as big of a deal as it was.
Yep.
They
Well, in
had,
this case, it's a really solid product. I kind of wish I went Zen.
All right, it's not too late. Zen 2 isn't even out yet.
I kind of wish I would have already invested in it because then I have to sell my 8700K and motherboard, and that's a lot of work.
How is that a lot of work to sell something?
That's a lot of work.
I actually
Okay,
agree
yeah.
with you. I'm just giving you shit.
I was wrong. I thought I was wrong.
Sorry, Greg.
The
It's
cache
harder
is,
than just breaking things.
the cache is on the core complex.
Okay. On the chiplets?
Yep, and supposedly there's some kind of inner chiplet communication. At least you can see what the die shot.
Yeah,
You can
because I
see
want to
like
see. I mean,
these.
they're kind of similar to like Intel's mesh topology as far as. the
Yeah,
way
there's
that
like
they
there's two
run.
crossbars, and each chiplet should be able to communicate this way, and then also towards the I/O.
And see, that's what's gonna slow them down in the mainstream market. Well, I mean, then again, we're talking more like Threadripper here. Is I really haven't seen much about like mainstream Ryzen CPUs. Who's the guy in the jacket? Oh shit! Chris, I didn't even have you on the screen. You just got Devin passing out. That's Devin Murray. Someone on YouTube's like, "Who's the guy in the jacket?" I didn't realize Devin's been blown up for a while. I think we're all getting tired from all the issues we had earlier.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, let's move on to Intel. Chris, what do you think?
Of what?
Intel's
That new 3D architecture?
Yeah, the 3D stacking.
That's pretty freaking cool. And I also like how they have the large CPU core and then several smaller CPU cores.
Okay, not a lot of people talk about that, so I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, I mean, what they're doing is innovative.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen anything cool.
I don't
in a while.
see them pulling this off cheaply, despite having their own fab. It's just...
Isn't it intended for a mobile market?
It's mobile. Well, that's the initial implementation. Yeah, what Chris is talking about is intended, but that's with the 3D stacking. A 3D stacking it could be used for everything, from just not just from the cores themselves, the system agent. I mean, they could add integrated graphics. They could add internal DRAM, just about anything, and it'll perform at an extremely low latency in a very, very dense package. It's a very interesting concept.
Apparently, we're a little loud.
Well, tell people.
Me and Devin.
Okay.
What?
So should I turn you guys down?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna put you guys at -4 decibels. Who said that?
On YouTube. I've also started listening to the feed.
Oh, okay. Okay, so either you guys are really loud, or I may be quiet because I turned mine down when we were first having those issues. It's like -14 decibels, so I'll turn mine up to -8.6. Okay, as far as what I could look up that's publicly available. Also a cool little detail for CPU architectures with Intel, they're usually denoted by 4 numbers, well, a letter and then 4 numbers. If the last 2 numbers equal an even number, that's a TOC. So that means the first 10 nanometer nodes that we're going to see, the first mainstream CPUs, whatever, they're actually going to be TOC because they're slated as P1274, which is very interesting. You would think it'd be a tick because usually a die shrink was a tick in the past.
Yeah. Didn't Intel say that they dropped that entire philosophy though?
They dropped the tick-tock cadence because Moore's law is essentially dead, but they didn't drop the naming scheme.
Just the tick and the tock.
Yeah, the tick. Well, they haven't had a tick-tock in what was that? Haswell? No. Skylake. Was Haswell 12 nanometers? No, Skylake was 12 nanometers. Or 14, I'm sorry. And so
I'll let you guys decide.
On what?
I'm doing a giveaway in just a moment that I'm about to post into. And it's going to be...
What are you giving away?
A game, and people have a choice.
Alan's
was
here.
writing.
I haven't been reading the messages at all.
I will be writing. It is, would you like Metro Exodus, Anthem, or even the Division 2, which isn't even out yet, for free? And you guys can choose. Should I make it so to be entered, they just have to tag our group on the post and tag somebody they have added to the group themselves. Should I make it so adding more people gives you more entries, or should I just make it so one person, one entry, and that's the best you can do? Or you can keep adding people, you still get one entry.
Yeah. I don't like the idea of adding people for votes.
Yeah,
unless you want to be here, I don't want you here. And it's not like a personal thing, because we're all inclusive, as I said. But if you really have no interest in being in Computer Enthusiasts,
we can just make it so they add one person. I'm sure they can find somebody that's interested. They just add somebody to the group, and then the people that don't want to be in the group, they just leave. But most of the people.
If it increases their chances. It's your giveaway. I don't know. I always do it differently, and it never works out well.
Yeah, Greg, that's right.
Especially for Cam, who has never won a damn thing. Sorry, Cam, if you are in fact here. He never wins anything on any of my giveaways. It's hilarious.
He doesn't even win at life.
No.
Can he even win anything? He's part of the staff.
No, I did have one giveaway recently, which I kind of just decided to do so I could test not the green screen. By the way, what does everybody think of the green screen? If you guys didn't see it in the video I made at 2 a.m. to try to work out all the kinks and all the technical difficulties with the audio.
It's pretty seamless back there. So
yeah, it took me 5 minutes to set that up. At the first stream that I used the background on, and I think that was a live stream where I kind of went ham on John after he pulled that shit with CMR. I literally just clicked the chroma key filter, and I opened up this picture that who was it? I think Ivan sent it to me, and I just threw it in the corner, and then I clicked stream, and I just started talking. I didn't even think about what I was going to say. I just started talking. But yeah, I was able to work it out. What were we just talking about? Oh yeah, 10 nanometer.
3D.
I was gonna, the 3D stacking as opposed to the 2.5D. I'm trying to find some pictures so I could better explain this. I used to have a bunch of articles saved and bookmarked.
I'll get you a picture.
No, but there's particular pictures. I'm looking at pictures right now because I want to explain something. They just had the IEDM 2018, but I don't know if they explained it there.
Didn't they release the video specifically themselves?
I don't really watch videos. I have
Here.
no idea. I make videos apparently, but I don't watch them. Unless it's a music video, I don't really care.
Here, check out on
Thanks,
on the
guys.
YouTube chat.
Put a lot of effort into, stealing this background from, I think was it Neil who made this?
Yep.
Okay, thanks Neil if you're here. It looks 80s as hell. It reminds me of like Far Cry Blood Dragon. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, I need a high-res pic of that.
Obliged.
Alright. Oh, well, I'm not going to watch a video while streaming, Chris.
Oh wait, that's the wrong video anyway.
And you posted it into YouTube. Platform Intel V Pro. I'm trying to at least.
That's from
I'm not trying to
2000.
watch it, but 2019. Oh, they had something recently about this. Okay. This shows how much I pay attention. I just read.
Where?
I could weed. Okay. Shit. Can I bookmark this from here? Well, I mean, it's saved in the comments, so I'll go back. I just can't. I want to read the details, but this damn screen. Everything's so condensed right now. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's all about vPro? Nah. I have no use for vPro. My shit's safe.
Here, I will read you the post before it goes. Would you like Metro Exodus, Anthem, or even the Division 2 for free? All you have to do is add one person to the group and tag them in the comments with CE for the win. Hashtag CE for the win to be entered to win. And I gave an example of me tagging Greg and doing the hashtag. And I said, max is one entry, but feel free to add others you think would enjoy the community. We will check the person you tag to see if they are in the group. And I put a little asterisk next to the, do you want any of these 3 games for free in case they want like The Witcher 3 or something. And I'm like, okay, I can work with that if you want like an old game or something.
As long as you don't do like an audio recording, like, put a WAV file over it that automatically plays when someone sees the post and narrate it and allow them to read it for themselves, that sounds very good.
Is that what you're looking for? I just checked your Facebook message.
You said I sound awful narrating that?
You didn't sell me. You sound pretty
Okay.
tired.
I am, and I do sell all day, so I'm kind of worn out.
I don't blame you, man. Oh yeah, there's another thing. Devin, were you do you know anything about like all the new 10 nanometer information coming out? Because I really haven't been keeping up, aside from what I've been reading over the years. So I didn't even realize until recently posted or published any information about the 10 nanometer fab.
I don't know anything in particular. I never got that super into depth when it came to like you always talk about lithography. Lithography. I never get like that in depth into it. You go like and look at every little piece of the processor. I don't like get that crazy into it.
It's fun.
It is. It's time consuming. I'm trying to do like many different things at once.
But this is something I wanted to mention it the other night, this morning, early this morning, when I was doing my Fox live stream, just to kind of test the waters about some of the changes that they're going to do in order to accommodate the 3D stacking at 10 nanometer, because these transistors are going to be so close together and stacked upon each other with various layers of substrates and interconnects, and they're actually going to be switching over from copper to cobalt as a means.
Interesting.
Yeah, and they're finally able to, despite the fact that copper's better at actually, conductance. But
I've heard of them also moving away
length.
from silicon in the future to carbon nanotube
diameter.
Isn't that to prevent electron leakage?
Yeah. It's to prevent diffusion primarily.
I've heard about them moving away from silicon over to carbon nanotubes one day too.
One day.
One day.
Not happening this year, Devin.
Definitely not.
I hear that we're building awesome spaceships and we're gonna live on space colonies.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna bomb everybody that's not the Earth.
Can we start with Jeffrey?
Who's our first target with this amazing Starfleet? Jeffrey, over there. Get him.
Why not?
But we
Poor
have the power to
Jeffrey.
destroy an entire planet, Jeffrey. Do you not understand my command? Target Jeffrey.
Locked on target. Oh, I could update stream info. I
Poor
don't...
Jeffrey. He's probably watching this right now like, damn, I am screwed.
Okay, I feel bad. We're not making fun of Jeffrey.
Oh, man, but it's so easy.
I think most people just said, "Oh, thanks, Chris. I just saw your messages."
Cool.
Oh, yeah, I've never seen this. No, I have seen this before. I like the fact that they threw in the half megabyte of MLC on there. This is definitely a low power sock.
Mm-hmm.
But that is a really cool concept. Did they ever release the... Oh, that's a cool picture. Base die with cache and I/O, compute chiplets with CPU, but they're not like the chiplets that AMD's using. This is still a monolithic die, just they're chiplets with the 3D stacking for interconnect. Very, very much different.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear anything wrong with the giveaway? Because I'm about to post it, and I hate posting things when I'm like, oh crap, I should have probably worded that differently.
I did not actually, Devin.
Of course not. I will send it to you directly in Facebook, Greg, if
Okay.
you can check it.
Sounds
screenshot of
good. Because I'm going to be showing some things that Chris just sent me. I'm going to save these. And we'll have a nice little discussion about some things that are going on. I got to find some AMD pictures as well. Hey, Chris, what's with the sword? That's badass.
Hmm?
You sent me a picture with you and a sword. It's like a
Ooh,
broadsword.
quick question. How long do you think the giveaway should run? A few days, 3 days, maybe a week?
You're just giving away a game?
Yeah. Maybe a week?
A game?
I usually
Yes.
give stuff
don't know.
away like in a half-hour time span.
Yeah,
I'm trying to make it so the giveaway like reaches as many people as it can.
Oh, are you buying? You're buying a AAA title, though, right?
Yes.
I was gonna say I gave away like 20, 30 games the other day.
Oh, Ryan,
Yeah,
are you
triple-
still here, dude?
Yes, sir.
Were you interested in talking about Zen or Zen?
I
2
noticed
or-
my question was completely dodged.
Which question? The giveaway.
How long
one?
do you think how long do you think it should actually go?
I'm not the person to ask. Anybody in the stream?
I would
Anybody
think
watching?
maybe like 5 days or a week or something.
7 days.
Today's a Sunday.
7 days
So
from
next
now.
Sunday.
Yeah, just do just do 6 days. We'll just announce it next Saturday.
All right, that works.
7 days.
Okay.
Oh,
we'll
today's
pick-
Saturday.
Mhm.
I'm
I-
going
you said
to
today's
kill
Sunday.
somebody.
Or did I just think it was Sunday? I'm just
It's
losing
close
my
enough.
mind.
You're only a couple of calendar hours off, so you know.
No, it's not
I mean,
gonna matter
if
come
Dan
2
was in
a.m.
here, technically it is Sunday.
God, I actually want to get Dan on one of these podcasts. God, this podcast started out so rough, guys. And so many people were watching it too. And they heard nothing. It was
Mhm.
awesome. Good first
Yep.
attempt.
That's what experience is all about, right?
Oh yeah, this has been a hell of an experience, guys.
So what do you think about the dedicated FP16 cores on the 1660 Ti? I think that's pretty cool.
Dedicated FP16 or FP32?
FP16 cores? They
The
removed
1660 has dedicated half precision
Yeah.
cores
Yeah, that's how it keeps up with
with the tensor cores.
yeah. Well, it removed all the tensor cores and they
Yeah,
put
they
in
don't
the
have tensor cores,
FP16.
right? At all.
Yeah, so they have dedicated FP16. So that's why that particular card does so well in AMD titles.
Yeah, it's
'Cause,
kind of like an
yeah.
async compute,
Yeah, yeah,
but not.
and rapid pack math.
This is
stuff
warm
like that.
now. How long have we been online?
About an hour.
Or 30 minutes with sound.
Yeah.
Depends on what you're gauging it by, but yeah.
For those of you who weren't here in the beginning, it was terrible.
But no, Greg, to answer your question on the Sunny Coast stuff, man, I watched a lot of videos and I watched the interview with Intel's CEO, and I'm not really sure exactly how many layers on the 3D architectures are going to go, but they did mention some of the bottom layers of the architecture they're going to be running. They had cooling concerns with. I figure by the time that AMD starts putting a spanking on them here pretty soon, they're going to get their shit together and they're going to try to get something out. I don't think that
their R&D department has the means to do it.
Oh yeah, they absolutely do. But of course they do it
at a decent cost. I don't know.
Well,
I mean, you got to consider, the fact. I mean, great. Okay, 10 nanometers. I don't want to talk about the few changes they made just yet. I'm saving that for my Talking Tech video. I mean, I will talk about the die itself. They will be able to push a lot of IPC out of it. How high it'll clock depends on the yields, and I don't think it's gonna be at least a couple years before they get to the point where they're gonna be able to clock as well as the current 14 nanometer plus minus.
I'm going to kill you.
Pluses plus 1 plus divided by 3. Yeah, it won't clock anywhere near as well as the current 14 nanometer plus. Okay, I'm gonna cut that shit out. But from what I understand about, as far as what they released about the changes within the pipeline on the back end, they didn't release any information about the front line. They're being very front end. They're being very tight-lipped about that. Also, they added an extra load store and an extra load, so they could actually run simultaneous instructions in tandem per core. Though that might actually cancel itself out, because that's kind of what hyper-threading is all about. I don't know. It's really weird. I don't know what they're doing because we haven't seen the front end of it.
Are they dealing with any of the speculative performance losses? When they fix all those problems that they got going on.
For what?
What the speculative execution when they perform operations a need, and then the whole Spectre and all.
Well, I mean that's already been taken care of.
Well, that was in software though. What did they do for the hardware?
No, hardware-wise, it's already been taken care of with the second-gen Coffee Lake, like the 9700 and the 9900. They're actually they do not have that hardware flaw. They don't need that software patch. The refresh of Skylake X, however, like the 9000 series, it does. But that's been remedied.
Okay.
But now they have that new one. What was that called? They have that new...
spoiler?
Spoiler. And I'm not personally worried about it, but it is something that gets people talking, and it's never good to have any types of security flaws, especially when you're a company like Intel, who is a leader.
It's fine. It's not like they make up a massive amount of the market or anything.
Yeah, no, just like what? What is it today, Chris? Like, is it still above 80?
Oh, I was thinking server market, but let me check and see what it is now.
You ever just want to really drink every bottle of bleach you can come across?
What?
What? See,
Are you reading that or are you saying that?
Intel market share.
This is how I am.
Intel market share as of Q1 2019 is 77%.
That's the entire market share.
Yes.
For x86.
For consumer CPUs.
Someone bring back Cyrix. Seriously, this
No.
is getting ridiculous. Why? What was wrong
Was
with Cyrix? They were great.
Was that 77%? Did I hear right?
Yeah.
Yep. That's
Let's see
insane.
here. It's
And that's after Ryzen or Zen.
yeah. It says it doesn't. The figures don't represent new CPU sales. They
okay.
represent the installed base from the last 5 to 10 years. So large monthly swings in CPU sales that take time to get into the installed base and show up in this measurement.
I'm interested in the data centers. That should be interesting.
The server market, I believe AMD's gotten 4%, I want to say. I'm not sure on that. Let me check.
4%.
That's
like
huge.
how much of my brain I use.
Not even. Stop looking at me. I'm just going to shut that monitor off. But then I'll lose the stream.
Who are you looking at? Me?
Yeah, every time I look to my right, you're just... Ugh, never mind. I can't explain it. But I can show it.
Thanks, I am kind of cute.
But I'll have to add another camera. I got this little Logitech. Time to fire up the good old Logitech. Video capture device. Canon XF400. No.
People already aren't following the directions. You're supposed to tag somebody and put CE for the win.
Welcome to my world, Devin.
By the end of this year, they should be around 5%.
This is a proper podcast, guys. So, hold on, what was I going to show them, Devin? I totally forgot.
Oh, he added it in.
Shit.
Damn, he probably was listening to me.
Why am I saying that myself? I was going to show something. This happened to me yesterday. When I was talking about Joe Stepanzi in my stream this morning, in my test stream, I got distracted by YouTube. Some comment distracted me, and I totally forgot Joe Stepanzi's name. And I forgot to give him a shout out. So shout out to Joe Stepanzi at Bearded Hardware. If you guys
Tech Odin.
Yeah,
shout out to everyone.
Odin, the Bearded Slacker, the Nordic Slacker, the Viking. But yeah, if you guys haven't checked out his channel, this is what I see. I mean, seriously. Hi, Devin.
I wish the speed of light was a little
You
faster.
can't see this, obviously. I mean, Chris doesn't bother me in that corner right there. But Devin, I can't move it. But you know what? You got check this out. Okay. Just imagine every time you look to your right. All right, that camera's going off.
Come on, where's
did I have an audio source? I hope it didn't.
Where's your Best Buy face? Come on, sell me a TV. I want to spend $1,200.
$1,200? What are you, poor?
No, I'm reasonable. I'm going to Best Buy.
Coming to Best Buy, be like, hey, do you have our Best Buy credit card?
Oh, Aubrey's here. Aubrey, where you placed
Would you
that
like
in that
2 years
competition?
no
We were
interest
talking
finance?
about that earlier. That's right, Malaki. Or is it Beatty? Malaki Beatty?
Malaki Beatty. Beatty?
Very nice.
Use the cheese slice.
What about what does that mean? Use a cheese slice for what? I always get lost when I'm live streaming because I don't know who
What?
or who people are referring to or when it was
Somebody-
posted.
The person that made a mistake, he instantly fixed it as I told him, hey, you gotta fix it. And he's like, yeah, my phone clicked go for some reason. I edited it as soon as I realized my phone was being an idiot. And I'm like, your phone and I have a lot of
You may be a fool, Devin, but you're an honest fool, and I can respect that.
People aren't tagging the people they added to the group, so they aren't going to win.
Aubrey, talk to Devin.
Do I have to put it
He'll
in
hook you
caps
up.
and bold it? Can you bold things in a Facebook post?
Could you bold them?
Bold a section of the post. Is there a way to like make the text go bold?
Why not write it in like a Word application? Make it bold, copy and paste.
I mean, will Facebook take that?
I'm sure it would. I've seen people write in various different fonts. That has to work. Corey Runkle, don't give any of these people ideas, especially me. Well, actually, no. Throwing cheese would be very boring for me.
So bold, you put 2 asterisks on the end and the beginning, whatever you want.
Yeah, and Facebook does this?
According to this, yeah.
In the front?
2 asterisks before and after
I'm
what
gonna start
you want.
talking
bold.
tech pretty soon, guys, because I don't know what you guys are even talking about.
I don't know. Devin's
Welcome to the first
taking
podcast,
care of business
everybody.
when he should be doing it else.
I am
Ryan,
sorry.
How are you doing over there?
I'll just listen to y'all.
It's another Saturday night. I don't see it.
Yeah, I'm
Devin.
just
Where'd you put-
going
there it
through
is.
the rest of these articles I can dig up on this Sunny Cove Tech.
Pretty soon I'm going to be grabbing some pictures and explaining a little bit of something about something when it comes to tech. Once I go ahead and give Devin this, or Devin.
My
this
God,
one little
are you
luxury,
obsessed with me?
And I'm going to try to sell his giveaway by reading his giveaway. Who's ready?
Greg, don't strain yourself.
I'll do my best not to. I don't want to look at the screen because I'm going to sell you guys. Even though it's not for sale. So you could win it.
Let's hear it.
Oh, I'm looking for it. How long is this going for, Devin? Oh, until
It is
Saturday
going. Yes.
at 10 p.m. All right. Actually, I read better without my glasses. Saturday, Saturday, Saturday! One night only at 10 p.m. Get yourselves ready for another giveaway here at Computer Enthusiast. Computer Enthusiast. I almost fucked that one up.
Oh.
Would you like Metro Exodus, Anthem, or even the Division 4 for free? Well, look no further. Here's your chance to win one of those 3 games. All you
Okay,
have to
I
do
bolded
is
it now.
adhere to these rules.
Refresh it, because then you'll see what I added in.
Well, it's
Which is basically bolding, add/invite one person to the group and @tag them.
okay. So you made something bold.
Yes.
So do I have to say bold as I'm reading it?
I'm going to kill you.
You just have to really emphasize those words.
Yeah.
That's all
You
it
have to
is.
be like,
Yes.
all you have to do is add and invite one person to the group and @tag them in the comments with. That's it.
All right.
Passively aggressively enhance those words.
Guys, my radiator's like vibrating like crazy. One of my fans got melted by a map gas torch.
Yes, everybody.
Look at this thing. It's like
I don't understand why
It's really
Aubrey
annoying
is
because I'm
being
putting-
so weird.
I'm putting my elbows down on the desk and it's shaking and it's
Just tell
really
me the damn
annoying.
information. I'm not trying to be
Information.
anything
I'm
other than more
trying to
accurate.
sell a giveaway. I'm trying to sell people something that they would get for free by chance.
So whatever comments y'all are reading, I'm clearly not seeing because all the live streams I see have no comments on them.
What? I'm not even following the live stream comments at the moment.
I tried, and then the browser refreshed, and now it's gone.
No, we're still live. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, my friend. Anyway, yeah. Would you like Metro Exodus, Anthem, or even The Division Part 2 for free? Well, look no further. Just follow these simple rules here at Computer Enthusiast Facebook group, and you may enter a chance to win one of these 3 AAA games. The rules are as follow. All you have to do is add or invite, it's the same thing, one person to the group and tag them. That's written in bold. Must be done. In the comments with hashtag CEFTW, which stands for Computer Enthusiasts for the win. Also in bold. You have to do that.
That's normal.
Enter to win.
I didn't bold that.
It's in bold, okay? If you hashtag something, it makes it bold. Sheesh. He doesn't even know what bold looks like.
I don't even know where I am.
For example, Gregory Alexi. That's me. In bold. Okay. I'm not going to read the rest of this. Anyway, guys, I want to get back to the podcast. I'm just totally fucking with you, Devin. No, I mean, it's good. It's good. Good luck to the lucky winner as of next Saturday at 10 p.m. Saturday, one night only.
Oh, we can do this again next Saturday, and then I can announce the winner on the live stream.
Someone else for next week's podcast.
You don't want me there? What the?
No, Devin, you're more than welcome.
We're gonna talk about something interesting, like computers. We should do a rig showcase where we show off, like, I invert my screen onto what you would actually see on my desktop, and I quickly hide all the porn, and then I show off, like, some nice rigs I've seen around the group or something, yeah?
A weekly rig showcase?
Yeah, like, show off, like, one rig that really caught our eyes or something, and then even make it the banner for the week. You know, something like that. I think that'd be cool.
That's really not a terrible idea, actually.
It's a really rare event when I have a decent idea.
So we should savor this? Is what
You know
you're saying?
what?
Exactly.
Nothing. Anyway, Ryan, what's up, man? You're being very quiet.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here kicking myself for using X299 Dark and SLI Kingpins just to basically stare at you motherfuckers all night. That's kind of...
Hey, that's exactly what I'm doing, except without the kingpins. I'm running my X299 to power this stream.
It just feels like money well invested, you know?
Doesn't it? I mean, 7980XE.
Yep.
Why not?
Yeah, it's like using a Lamborghini Aventador to go about a mile down the road to go buy some milk.
I don't hate Lamborghinis, but I'm not a
I love the
fan of
Aventadors. Those are nice.
I love the sound of them.
Greg, I'm pretty sure you and I basically have like the exact same bench setup.
Pretty damn close.
Yeah. Except
for the bank.
I have a Honda Civic radiator sitting next to me with really loud Noctua blowing in my face the whole time.
Yeah, I have the Corsair ML 120s. One of which is just like way off balance. Oh, here's a cool picture. We're going to start talking some tech here pretty soon for those of you who are still in the stream.
Is there anybody actually watching?
I have no idea.
There's 7 people watching on YouTube and 5 people watching on Facebook.
People are watching on YouTube?
We were famous.
I
Famous.
didn't even have YouTube comments pulled up.
I'm watching them.
Has anyone commented? I feel terrible. I got so distracted initially by all the sound problems that we had, followed by, well, nothing but issues.
Yeah, nothing since you asked about the length of the giveaway.